A woman is walking a beach in Alaska in November of 1992. She finds a yellow plastic duck sitting in the seaweed. A few steps later, a blue turtle, then a green frog. By the time she stops counting, the tide line is littered with bath toys. Nobody in town sells them. They did not wash out of a store. They came from the middle of the ocean. 10 months earlier, a cargo ship is crossing the North Pacific, headed from Hong Kong to Tacoma, Washington. It runs into a severe storm near the international date line. The sea takes 12 shipping containers off the deck. At least one of them breaks open. Inside are 28,800 plastic bath toys, yellow ducks, blue turtles, red beavers, green frogs. They are called friendly floaties. They are sealed shut with no holes in them, which means they cannot take on water, which means they cannot sink. 28,800 of them start floating east. To the shipping company, this is a loss on a form. To one man in Seattle, it is the greatest gift oceanography has ever received. His name is Curtis Ebbesmeyer. Ebbesmeyer is an oceanographer who studies ocean currents. He works with a colleague named James Ingraham, who has built a computer model that simulates the movement of surface water using decades of recorded wind and weather data. The model is good. What it lacks is real-world proof. Normally, to test it, scientists have to release drifting buoys. Buoys are expensive. You get a few hundred if you are lucky, and you have to go out on a ship and drop them yourself. Somebody has just dropped 28,800 free ones in the exact middle of nowhere. So the two of them work out where the ship was when it lost the containers. They feed the position into the model. The model says the toys should reach the coast of Alaska in roughly 10 months. The toys reach the coast of Alaska in roughly 10 months, hundreds of them along a stretch of shoreline near Sitka. That should be the end of it. A neat little accident that confirmed a computer program. But here is where it gets weird. The ducks do not stop. The North Pacific has a current that runs in an enormous slow circle thousands of miles across. It takes about 3 years to go all the way around. Some of the toys get caught in it, ride the whole loop, and turn up in Alaska a second time. Same beaches, same ducks, just more faded. Others go north instead. They pass through the Bering Strait, into the Arctic, and they freeze into the sea ice. Ice does not move like water. It moves a few miles a day, grinding slowly across the top of the world, carrying the toys with it very slowly. The model says that when that ice finally breaks up, the toys should come out the other side into the North Atlantic. So the toy company offers a reward. $100 in savings bonds for anyone who finds a friendly floatee washed up in New England, or Eastern Canada, or Iceland. Beachcombers start mailing in reports. By then, the ducks look terrible. Years of sun and salt water bleach the yellow almost completely white. The beavers and the frogs hold their color better. A ghost white duck with the factory logo still stamped on the bottom becomes a genuine collector item. And that is the part nobody expected. The toys are still intact. They are scratched, faded, and covered in barnacles, but they are still toys. Plastic does not rot. It just keeps circling over and over until it collects in the calm center of those giant currents, along with everything else the ocean has swallowed. The ducks were an accident, but they were also an experiment. They showed exactly how the sea gathers plastic and holds onto it. Some of them are almost certainly still out there. Now, about Curtis Ebbesmeyer. He did not start chasing bath toys out of nowhere. 2 years before the ducks, another ship lost containers in almost the same stretch of ocean. Those containers were full of Nike shoes, tens of thousands of them. And Ebbesmeyer only started tracking them because his mother read about it in the paper and suggested it might be worth a look. The shoes came ashore wearable, which created a problem because the ocean does not sort left from right. So beachcombers along the coast began holding shoe swap meets, standing in parking lots trying to match pairs. Sometimes history terrifies. Sometimes it delights. If you find historical mysteries intriguing, be sure to subscribe to Beyond Your Bedtime.